Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long since I did like a sit down chatting video. Like normally I kind of do vlogs now, which I think I prefer, but I really wanted to do this video because I constantly get messages about this. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably know that I'm quite a spiritual person. I'm really into like the law of attraction, manifestation, crystals, like journaling, all that kind of stuff. I have started to post a bit more about it over quarantine because I've had a lot more time to kind of practice it. Like I've always been quite into it, but because I've had so much time the past couple of months, I've really got to like learn more about it and put some of the stuff that I've been learning about into practice. So yeah, I get questions all the time about journaling and people asking me how do I journal and how do they start. First of all, I want to give a little background into like how I started journaling and scripting. So I actually used to write a diary, like not every night but like a lot of nights whenever I was younger, and I kind of did that like a lot during my like teenage years, like my early teenage years. I always kind of had a diary. I'm so annoyed at myself that I got rid of them all. I just threw them in the bin. At the time I was kind of going through a hard time. I was like really self-conscious, had really low self-esteem, didn't really like myself. So I think a lot of the stuff that I was writing in them was like quite negative, which is fine, but I think I just wanted to bin them and get rid of them, and I never wanted anyone to read them. So that's why I got rid of them. But I'm so annoyed because I would love to read them and love to see what I was writing. Now that was kind of journaling. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was journaling. So like I'd write basically like about my day or like what would upset me or what happened, and I just write my feelings, and that's basically what journaling is. So then scripting is different again. So journaling and scripting aren't the same thing. I have only started to kind of get into scripting. I've like what's the word, dipped in and out of it like over the past like maybe 3 years, but I've never like kind of done it on a consistent basis. I've started to now during this time, so I'm going to explain a bit about that as well. But they aren't the same thing, but they do like go hand in hand. To be honest, there's no rules when it comes to journaling or scripting. Like it's literally just about you. I'm going to speak about journaling first. I'm going to kind of go between the two, but first of all I'm going to focus on journaling because I don't want this to be like a mess. So the reason why I journal is because I like to get my thoughts out onto like a piece of paper. I find with journaling you really can get to know yourself and like figure out why you're feeling certain ways. So like that's why I kind of like to journal. My head would be quite busy and I feel like sometimes I spiral. I struggle with like self-doubt. Like I'm really harsh on myself, so I do tend to like spiral. So I like to journal because it kind of like keeps everything together, and when I read back over it I feel more like kind of grounded, or like I kind of understand why I'm feeling certain ways. Sometimes I will journal and like I might be feeling like negative about myself, and then I read back over it and I realize that I'm being so harsh on myself and like really mean to myself, because sometimes I feel like it's like the voice in your head is coming out onto the piece of paper, and then whenever you're reading it you're like, that's not me, that's just the voice, if that makes sense. But I do also kind of journal. It's technically not journaling, but I kind of put it into my journaling category. So I am very goal orientated. I like to tick off goals. I like to write lists, and I like to see the things that I'm working towards on a piece of paper. So I have a few journals here. I'm going to show you now. This is how I kind of journal myself. So I have these two. So these are like what I used until I got my new one. I haven't written in this yet because I wanted to do this video first, and I didn't want to, like, I'm not going to show you what I write because that's very personal to me, but I'll kind of try to explain it. I also have a new like kind of like a journal. It's basically what I write in this one, coming from All Things Fiona Lily. I'll leave a link to it down below. That's the one I'm going to be using instead of this because this is just ugly, to be honest. So I'm going to start with this one. So this is where I write like my goals. Yeah, basically this is where I write my goals, to be honest. I have a lot of goals. People must think I'm like crazy, but I just really like to write goals and like tick things off. I feel like ticking things off makes me feel like I've accomplished something. So in the front of this journal is like my goals for the year, and I have 8 goals for the year. Now one of them literally cannot happen. Well, it could, but I've kind of just like put it to the side. I might do it next year. I only have 1 goal complete so far this year, but I can see like goals that are like gonna be completed by the end of the year, like that I know that they're gonna be completed. Yeah, so also at the front of this I put my monthly goals. So I tend to write like a few goals every month. I normally do like between 5 and 8. Like for example, one of my goals for May was save €500, like, so like literally put it away. And then like say I wanted to like read 3 books. I didn't do that, but that's fine. Then also I've started, because I'm trying to learn tarot, I've started pulling tarot cards every morning or most mornings, and I've started writing down like the tarot cards that I get and like how they make me feel and stuff. So for example, a couple of weeks ago I did a tarot spread and I pulled a few cards. I got the Sun card, so I wrote a positive card, growth, potential new beginnings, and then I also got Wheel of Fortune reversed. So I wrote unsure about a situation, unequal balance, feelings not being heard. Now like at the time I obviously didn't know what that was about, but now looking back I kind of do get it. So that's what I kind of mean, like it's kind of like a little check-in with yourself. So yeah, that's just what I kind of have started writing in the front of this. At the back now I write like my weekly goals. Like I said, I'm very goal orientated, so I like writing goals. The weekly goals are kind of like to make me feel good about myself, to be honest, and like keep myself in check. So for example, let me see, I write about between 8 and 15 goals per week, and like some of them will be like really small. Like at the minute I have really tight hamstrings. I've actually had tight hamstrings for so long, so I'm trying to like stretch them. So one of my goals for this week was stretch hamstrings every night, which I have been doing, so I'm going to tick that off at the end of the week. Also I had to ring someone the last day, so I wrote that. Very simple goal, but it made me feel good to tick it off. So like even if I'm having like a bad week, it makes me feel good to be able to like tick something off, because like sometimes when you've had like an unproductive week you can really like beat yourself up about it. I know I can. I'm very hard on myself, like I said. So if I feel like I've done nothing in the week, I literally like just spiral and I really like get down in the dumps. So if I can tick off that I have stretched my hamstrings every night, that makes me feel really good about myself. So that's basically what I put in there. Like it's not really journaling, but I just wanted to show it anyway because I do it in like my journaling routine. So then I have this one, and like I said, I will be getting rid of this one because I'm getting my All Things Fiona Lily journal. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait. I'm gonna show it that on my story when I get it. But for now, this is what I use, and this is basically the same thing because Fiona actually sent the journal into the group chat for like the ambassadors to have like a sneak peek, and I literally was like, Fiona, that is literally how I write my journal every single night. Like everything was the exact same. But anyway, so this is how I journal in this. This is like my kind of daily journal. So what I write in this is like, so I like to plan my day by the hour. I said that loads of times. So basically I'll write like say 8 AM, get up, make my bed, have a shower, 10 AM, have breakfast and journal, pull tarot cards, stretch hamstrings. and then like 11 a.m. put on makeup and do your hair, things like that. So I just literally plan my day and feel like, again, it keeps me really in check and I tick them off as I go along. And then I also write in this like, this changes, it changes depending on where I'm at, where my headspace is at and how I'm feeling about myself. So like, for example, like sometimes I'll write things that I'm grateful for, sometimes I'll write like little mantras. But for example, I wrote in March, because this is like a daily planner kind of thing. But in March, I said, I don't know what was going on, but I said, every day is not a good day, but there is good in every day. I feel lucky to have a beautiful support system around me, and I am glad I am positive and confident in myself to get through tough times. So like, that was like a little like mantra, like kind of self-assurance kind of thing. And that is basically kind of what journaling is like. It's just writing your thoughts. For example, I wrote, let me see if I can find another one. Feeling positive, motivated, and I feel a lot of success coming my way. That was like my thoughts, but it was also kind of like a mantra and like a manifestation. Like that was in, where the hell did that go? That was in like April, and like literally since April my Instagram has been like really growing, which like that for me, that is like success. What else can I find? In May I wrote, today is a new day and a new start. Like really simple. It doesn't have to be like long like pages upon pages of how you're feeling and like your thoughts. It can literally be like a couple of lines. So another day I wrote, I am grateful for exciting opportunities and a busy schedule even during quarantine. I'm so grateful that my skin is clearing up, and I'm so happy that people like me for who I am. I feel really awkward reading this. As always, I am so grateful for my positive outlook on life. Universe, I trust you to bring me exactly what I need. So yeah, that's basically how I journal in that. Like, it's nothing crazy. Everyone was asking me how to journal. However you want, like it's literally your thoughts. It's just writing what you're thinking. Like sometimes I'll open my journal to write and I will literally not even know what I'm gonna write. I'll just start writing. And like I feel like it's really helped me get to know myself. A lot of the times I will start writing things like, I try to do positive journaling, but like obviously sometimes it's negative. A lot of people I think are afraid to journal negative things, but like it's fine to journal negative things as well. Like whatever you're feeling goes into your journal. And I think the reason why people are afraid to journal negative things is because they think that if they journal negative emotions and like how they're feeling, if they're feeling bad about themselves, they'll like manifest that somehow. But that's not the case. Like it literally isn't. If you're holding it inside you and not letting it out, you are going to be on a low vibration no matter how hard you try. If you let it out and find the root cause of why you're feeling a negative emotion or why you're feeling not good about yourself, then you can move past it. Like suppressing how you're feeling and pretending to be positive all the time is just going to catch up with you. Like nobody is happy all the time, so it's okay to feel like that, but as long as you don't like let it get on top of you. And that's why I really like journaling, because it helps you figure out why you're feeling certain ways, and then you can continue to live on your high vibration. Like you can't manifest good things if you are living like a negative life. Like it's okay to feel negative and not feel good about yourself, and you know, feel sad and feel angry about things. It's only when you focus on those things and let them take over your life that you're going to be living on a low vibration, and that is when like more negative things will come into your life. So as long as you feel how you're feeling, write it down or get it out some kind of way and then move on from it, you will be able to still live on like your high vibration, and you'll still be able to manifest good and happy and positive things. So yeah, the last thing I will say about the journaling is like, don't overthink it, because like Every time someone says to me, oh, how do you journal? I've been thinking about starting, but I don't know how. I think it's so funny because like it's literally however you want. Like, just don't overthink it. Open a page. It doesn't even have to be like a fancy journal. It can be like any old ugly looking thing. It can be a scrap piece of paper from your printer or like from a random copybook, and just start writing how you're feeling. And it doesn't have to be every night. Like, I think sometimes people try to start it every single night, and like even just starting it, like pick a day in the week that you're going to journal, like a Sunday to start out a new week, or like a Friday night or a Saturday morning. Just pick a day and do your journal and start building it up and like building it into your daily routine, and like it literally will change your life. I absolutely love it. I never stop talking about it, honestly. So yeah, that's basically how I journal. I'm going to talk a bit about scripting now, which is different, but also, like I said, they go hand in hand. So scripting is more for like manifestation. So it is a bit like journaling, but it is different in a sense that you're not really speaking about how you're feeling. You're kind of speaking about how you're gonna feel, if that makes sense. So I bought this journal in pennies for my scripting. I literally haven't written in it yet. So this is probably my favorite form of manifestation, and also visualization and like acting as if. But this is like probably my favorite. I feel like this is a really what's the word? I don't know what the word is. This is just like a really good way of manifesting. I feel like this has given me the most results. Yeah, so like I said, I've kind of like dipped in and out of scripting over the past couple of years. And the first time I kind of remember scripting was when I was moving to Galway and I was looking for a house, and I was really afraid that I wouldn't get anywhere and I would have to stay living in Donegal. But I started writing basically the kind of house that I wanted, and I manifested it. So basically it's kind of acting as if something has already happened. So whenever I was on the All Things Fiona Lily Instagram story speaking about this, I used the example of someone trying to manifest becoming an All Things Fiona Lily ambassador. I actually didn't even try to manifest that. I didn't actually know anything about ATFL until me and Fiona started speaking. I do feel like I manifested it because I was looking for like a really positive community of supportive people, and I wanted like a really lovely group of friends, which I feel like I have found in the ATFL family. But I'm going to speak about it as if I'm trying to become an ambassador, because I feel like it's like a really easy example to follow. So the way I will script is, so if I'm trying to manifest something specific like finding a house or becoming an All Things Fiona Lily ambassador, so I will write it as if it has already happened to me. So I will write like, I'm so grateful for this opportunity of becoming an All Things Fiona Lily ambassador. I'm so excited about the people I will meet through this brand, and I'm really passionate about the clothes and the colors and the message behind the brand. I truly believe that I am a perfect fit for this role as an ambassador, and I'm so grateful to the universe for giving me this opportunity. So you're really showing gratitude towards the universe, and you're being very specific about what you have like manifested, even though it hasn't happened yet. The way I scripted my house in Galway was, I literally was like, I am so happy that I found a house in Galway and I wrote the date. I don't know, I can't remember what date it was now. I wrote about the furniture in the room and the colour of the walls, and like that there was like a washing machine in the house, and I wrote about the housemates that I was going to be living with, and I wrote that it was really close to Galway City. And I also said, oh, I'm so happy that I have an ensuite and a double bed. So I just wrote basically about the house that I was going to be living in, and I got it basically. Like, it might not have been exactly the way I wanted it, but like I basically got what I wanted. So that's how I would script something very specific. At the minute, I'm not really trying to manifest anything specific. I'm pretty happy with the way my life is at the minute, but obviously there's always room for better things. So at the moment I haven't really been scripting. I've been writing little things in this journal, but I'm going to start scripting now in this, like I said. So at the minute I, for example, would write like kind of like the mantras that I was telling you about, like everything will be okay. So for example, I will write, I'm so grateful for this amazing life that I'm living. I am really healthy. I look after myself. I get enough sleep at night. I have an amazing community of people around me who are so supportive and who love me. I will write like, my bedroom is amazing. I am so successful. I'm attracting really good things. Like I'll write kind of broad things, but like positive, sort of like affirmations, like I said, if that makes sense. Now, like generally I will try to manifest specific things. There is actually something that I am trying to manifest, but I don't really want to share it, to be honest. But I'll let you know if it comes. But yeah, that's basically how I script. Like it's basically just writing what you want as if it has already happened. But like I've said a million times, you have to completely trust the universe and you have to believe that it actually will happen. Like you can't just write it and then be like, oh, but like what if? Like you have to believe that you have it in your hands, or that it is in your life, that it has already manifested, like you already have this thing. It's hard and it takes a lot of practice. Whenever I'm having trouble, that I'm like doubting my manifestations and that I'm doubting that I won't get something, I always just think like the universe is so vast and I am here, and like I wouldn't be here for no reason. So there is a reason why I'm here, and the universe wants to give me what I want. And like if I don't get it, then it wasn't for me and there's something much better coming my way, if that makes sense. I hope you've enjoyed. I will do like a manifestation, law of attraction video in the future. It's just very hard to explain because I feel like I understand it very well and I'm not very good at explaining things. Like I hope this video is okay, but I feel like whenever I understand something so much, I kind of lose track of like my thoughts. And yeah, I will try to do it. I know I've said it a million times, but I will do a law of attraction video in the near future. I'll try to manifest it for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually really liked making this. I feel really positive now. I will try to do some more videos like this, like sitting down ones where I'm like chatting about things, but I do really enjoy doing the vlogs, so I'll try to like do a bit of both. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have any questions at all, you can leave them in the comments or you can DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to answer anything. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see some more. I'm really trying to work on YouTube because I really enjoy it over here. I feel like I'm more myself. I put like a lot less pressure on myself about creating content over here, so I'm going to try to focus a lot more on here because I feel like I'm a lot happier in this little area of the internet. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed and I will see you in the next one. Bye.